Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory. It goes to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWAHSHI, bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI, Brakathum to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom. Today's lesson is going to be entitled, Your First Day in a Garment is Not Your First Day Out of the World. And this is I guess a response video to a video a brother did last week. You know, the elder out here did that video, Brothers Be Patient with Yourselves, which is very, very good lesson. If you check it out, it's on that channel, GMS KC Living Waters. But yeah, that's a very high sentiment. Said, you know, I just want to add on to it. Younger men coming into the truth. You know, you definitely have to be patient with yourselves, because you have to understand what type of world we are coming out of. We're coming out of a world that primarily focuses on your flesh. You know, it focuses on the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life, as the scriptures would say. And you have little to zero spiritual fulfillment when it comes to the world. So when you get into the truth and you start to taste of the honey, you know, taste of the honey and wine, and you get that sense of satisfaction, you know, if the spirit is on you, you become addicted to that taste. Being honest, you want more and more, you want to indulge more and more. But walking in the truth comes with killing off that old man, and that is not an overnight process. And that's why, you know, the title is what it is. Your first day in a garment is not your first day out of the world. Because even if you do stand on the other side of the line for a year, you know, which I did, and you come into the camp, you still have worldly aspects to yourself. You know, your first year in the truth is you just not completely out the world. You still have things that you're working on, things that you are cutting off of your life, and basically figuring out your walk, man. You know, to be honest, you really don't gain a real matter of consistency, or a real matter of, you know what, I'm just out of this world, till you get about, 3.5, 4 or 5 years, because it takes that long of a process. Jake think, oh, I put on a garment, I go to the streets, I'm just out the world. It's like that. No, it's not like that. But let's get this, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 22. Let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. What's that pure water? It's the word of the truth. You understand? But it said, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith. Because, yeah, even though you may have worldly aspects to yourself, you still may be around worldly people. You still may do worldly activities. What has to separate you, what has to be in you, is that full assurance of faith. You have to have a conviction in your mind that you want to walk the path of righteousness to the best of your ability. You know, you have to have that assurance in your mind, and knowing that this is the lifestyle that you want to live. Now, some jakes, they come into the truth. They may even come into the camp without having that. And they realize over a certain point in time that their heart is not in it. They realize that they were just doing this because it looked good on YouTube. They were just doing it because they were upset at their woman. They were doing that because they were upset at their white boss at their job and needed a way to vent. But they didn't have that full assurance of faith. It said, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised. You see, let us hold fast the profession of our faith, which means that Well, let's get the definition. Merriam-Webster for a profession, a calling requiring specialized knowledge after long and intensive academic preparation. Now, the academic preparation in this case, yeah, is knowing precepts, you know, but it's also having the experience of walking the path of righteousness. It just don't come all to you putting on a garment, man. Another definition: profession, a paid occupation, especially one that involves prolonged training and formal qualification. Prolonged training. Like I said, it's not just an instant thing, man. Think of it in basketball terms. You know me, I like basketball. When a Jake comes out of college and goes into the league, he's not just instantly a starter. You know, even if he does get on a bad team and the team needs his skills to become a starter, he's gonna make rookie mistakes. His inexperience is gonna show on the court. And that's the same thing with the truth, man. That's why the scriptures say a righteous man falls 7 times and get back up. No, and another one. It's like I'm having a brain fart. 1 second. Yeah, that's Sirach 30:21. Grieve not over thy mind to heaviness, or give not thy mind over to heaviness, and afflict thyself in thy own counsel. Right, you gonna make rookie mistakes. You gonna do things that you know are sins. You're gonna continue to sin. You may even commit sins worthy of death. Being honest, why you call yourself in the truth? But once again, if you have that true heart of assurance and faith and wanting to do the right things regardless of your downfalls, hey, the Most High will deal with you, man. And I'm a living testament to that. But it said, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promise. And let us consider one to one another to provoke unto love and to good works. You see, that's why the body is important, man. Because if you out there on the lone, you don't really have nobody to provoke you unto good works. You don't have nobody to provoke you to go out to the highways and byways, remain diligent. Now, you know, we are a body in the YouTube, you know, to a certain aspect. We're all a body, you know, on this YouTube community, but we're talking about in your personal lives, man. You know, you're gonna need a brother to confess something to. See, confession is a major thing, and confession is a healing property that YAHAWAHSHI gave us, you know, through the brotherhood. You're gonna need brothers to have counsel. But let's keep going. Hebrews chapter 10 verses 25. It says, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as a matter of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. For if we sin willfully, that after we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. Right. And that's what I was going to on how Jakes, they come into the world and they're not fully convinced in their mind. They just doing it just to tee off on a black woman or to tee off on a white man. But, you know, election and YAHAWAHSHI, these things are not in the forefront of their mind. You understand? So therefore they go to that willful sinning. But understand in this truth, yeah, you're not just instantly super brew. You know, first day you put on a garment, you just not super brew, man. You gonna fuck up. You're gonna make left turns when you should have made right turns. You're gonna put yourself in jams where you knew that no, this is not what the fuck I want to do, man. And you know, it's a hard feeling because, you know, coming out of the world, you set a high expectation for yourself. You know, you consider all the sins you've done in the world, and you're like, man, I want to get as far away from this shit as I can. But once again, as a title the brother did, man, you got to be patient with yourself and understand that these changes don't happen overnight. Now, once you do get more seasoned, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, beyond years, you kind of you are looking more towards what direction you're headed, and you have more conscious as far as what adjustments you can make in your life to avoid being in worldly situations. You know, your first, second, third, even part of your fourth year in the truth is just you kind of like you walking blind, man. It's kind of like you blindfolded trying to walk around tripping over things, but still trusting in the Lord to guide you. You know, you got to have patience with that. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I wanted to get some more precepts, but I think that did it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. All praises, honor, and glory. It goes to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWAHSHI, bahasham rakah. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWAHSHI, brakatham to the full Shalom, shalom.